So with the Call of Duty Cold War beta being available for PlayStation this past weekend and now being available for all platforms this upcoming weekend, I thought now would be a great time to create a brand new logo for them and make this YouTube video about the design process of that, because what they got going on for the logo right now, it just doesn't really do it for me. And I think it's pretty simplistic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I wanted to make something that's a bit unique, especially for the game. I actually just played the PlayStation beta this past weekend, and I personally have been having a lot of fun with this title, and I'm really looking forward to what they're going to be coming up with next, especially for the full game. So if you guys actually want to stop into my Twitch streams and watch me play, and we can discuss design stuff or any questions that you may have, feel free to click on the link down in the description below. It's twitch.tv/homescope and give the channel a follow. All right, guys, so my name is John, aka Homescope, and today we're going to be redesigning Call of Duty Cold War's logo. So let's get right into it. So I created this almost, I guess, mood board for the Cold War. So it's got some Cold War imagery in it while also having Black Ops Cold War imagery in it as well. One of the things that really inspired me to make this video to begin with is when I was playing, I would notice that the Soviet Union flag, if you see it kind of in the bottom right there, the sickle, if you flip it, makes a C. So that could be the actual C in Cold War. And then you can actually make a W probably out of that hammer if you if I play around with it a little bit. So that might work, that might not. But one thing that I really want to focus on too is the font that they chose for Cold War. I don't think it's a bad font at all. It's pretty modern, and I guess it does work, but the only thing that I don't like is that it doesn't really, I don't think it really fits for the era and what the imagery goes along with the Cold War in general. So I want to create something that kind of fits more of that branding. So we'll see. I guess right now I'm just gonna try to play around with a few logo ideas and see what we can come up with. Here we have 4 fonts to use for Cold War. That's gonna go right underneath Call of Duty Black Ops. Now that part actually can't change because, as you can see in this logo right here, their actual Cold War logo that they're using now, Call of Duty Black Ops is the same as it's been since the original BO1. So every Black Ops title from BO1 up until now has used this Black Ops logo and then changed accordingly. So right now we need to choose one of these fonts. And by the way, if you actually want to use one of these fonts, I listed the names of them below each of their respective, I guess, looks. You can get it right at defont.com and search up any one of these names and you can download it for yourself. So now breaking down each one, thinking about the look of the actual Cold War and a lot of the propaganda and advertisements that would come around, a lot of the lettering was very blocky, so we definitely want to go with that. So I don't think this first one would work well, or the second one for that matter, because it's a little too rounded in some parts. I still think that this is a strong look, but it just doesn't fit for what we're going for, where these last two kind of go right in hand with exactly how we're trying to look. And it's really debating between these two. So here, I'll even get rid of the propaganda in the Soviet program. So now it's down to, I believe it's Wadium, not Wadum. Oh no, it is Wadum. Okay. So it's between Wadum and Imperial 1. And I think Imperial 1 could potentially work. And we should actually probably see how it looks with Black Ops over it. Just a sloppy look, just so we have something to go off of. So let's see. I'd say, in my personal opinion, I like this font a lot, but I don't think it works well with Call of Duty Black Ops, where I think the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War right here with Bottom Giant is perfect and exactly what we're looking for. So I'm going to say that we go actually with Bottom Giant. And we can actually potentially use this in some of the final looks that we have at the end of this video. Now that we have our Cold War font chosen, I want to create this icon that I mentioned to you guys before and implement it into some of the designs and maybe create some advertisements for the game itself. We'll see how it comes out, but I want to use, again, that sickle from the Soviet Union flag flipped over so it makes a C, and the hammer from the Soviet Union flag to make a W. It'll probably be like 2 hammers like this. We're gonna see how it comes out. Alright guys, so here's the icon for Cold War that I had come up with. It's a little bit different than what I had initially anticipated because I wanted the sickle to be one side of a W and then the other side, finishing the W, would have been the hammer from the hammer and sickle. But every time that I tried it, it just looked very unprofessional and just not good, just to put it bluntly. But this one I think ended up working out really well. The only thing that I really changed was The sickles by themselves were a little bit too simplistic, so I wanted to add in something a little different. So that's where the idea to use the tops of the hammers to actually make the point of the W came about. And so when I put those in, it was kind of a no-brainer. And what I really like about it is the lines from the sickles actually kind of look like these motion lines from old comics. So it's like almost like they're swooping in. So I think that's like a little cool concept, but then also putting this icon in with some of the Cold War branding that is already existing makes it look really clean. And honestly, it looks like it belongs right in with the stuff that's already been made for Cold War. So overall, I think it was a pretty successful design. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you did enjoy, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, and if you wanna see more content similar to this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, leave a comment down below what you thought about the icon and the logo itself, if you like the font change for Cold War, if you like this icon, what you may have done differently. I'd love to hear any of your feedback. So again, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate you stopping in and staying this long. And yeah, love, peace, and chicken grease.